What's up, guys? So, just gonna make this quick recording to show off this module I made. Link will be in the description. But I made this for mainly for me because when I be making visual effects, sometimes the meshes are really weird to spin, and I have to just rewrite the same function over and over again. So I decided to modularize it with a module script. So you insert the module script, put it replicated storage, wherever you want to put it, and it is fitted for either client or server. So I'll show you how it works now. So now I just have a simple part here. Probably should use a ball, not a ball, a block, since the rotation will show better. So you create a part, or you have a part pre-made, depends on what you're doing, and now that you've declared the part, you want to require the module, which is, for me, it's in workspace. So we're just gonna require it. And once you've required it, you can open up the module. This module right here is the client version of this one. This one will run on the server depending on the argument you pass. So for example, these are the arguments it takes. So what if I want this part to spin? Let's say I want the part to spin on the x-axis by 20 degrees and not on any other axis for 5, no, for like 8 seconds, whatever. And then the factor table, so we want to put 10 on x, 0 on y, 0 on z, and the constant, which is, so the constant is basically the multiplication factor, so we'll multiply it by 2.4. And then the final argument is either client. If we want this spin to run on the client, it will not work here because renderSep can only be called from the client, and this is a server-side script. So for us, we want this spin to run on the server, so we're going to call it, and then we can test, see how it looks. And there it is, spinning on the y-axis, x-axis, depending on the argument you've provided. So we can change this to 5 or 4 or whatever, doesn't matter. We can change the constant to like 9, but change the angle to 2. So by doing this, it will completely change how the part spins because of the factors. And there it is, it's a slower rotation, and this will continually change depending on which arguments you input. So I can do 1, but have the factor be like 100, and it will look completely different. There it is. So I made this particularly for stuff like mesh parts and spinning them and whatnot, but it can be used for pretty much any application. And since it's made for client and server, you don't have to worry about having to modify it for any of that. The code might be a little overcomplicated, but overall it does what it's intended, and very customizable, can spin parts however you want them to spin and whatnot. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Leave any questions in the comments, and yeah, I don't care if you guys change the code. I made it on a whim. I didn't really optimize it, but just know that if you do change it, you should know what you're doing. Alright.